Hey everyone, our topic for today is how do helper columns in Excel help with data analysis. So what is a helper column? A helper column is a column added to a spreadsheet, usually in Excel, that performs intermediate calculations or logic to support a more complex formula or analysis. It's not necessarily part of the final output, but it makes things easier to manage, especially when functions get complicated. So the purpose of a helper column is simplify formula, break down long or complex formula into smaller manageable parts, improve readability, easier to understand how the logic works, avoid nested formula like nested F, reduce errors caused by multiple layers of functions, facilitate sorting, filtering, add logic to make conditional sorting or filtering possible. Prepare data for charts or dashboards, pre-process data to match charting requirements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the first example, which is I'm going to use a one helper column. So what I got here is the data, which I got the score of the students. So what I'm going to do is put a uh, I'm gonna put a function or a formula here in the remarks under this column, which is column helper column. Okay, so the remarks I'm gonna put here is like pass with distinction, pass or fail. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a if or condition statement here. The logical test is whether this score or A6 is greater than 80. Therefore, the value if true is pass with distinction. Okay. If not, I'm going to use another if. Okay. Then the logical test would be, again, this cell reference A6 is greater than 50, then that would be pass. Okay. So I'm going to say pass the string. Then that would be value if true. Value if false is fail. Okay. Then I'm gonna close it. Close it again. Okay. Now I'm gonna enter it, right? So pass with distinction. If I'm going to copy it down, then one pass with distinction, one pass, one fail. Okay. This is how you're gonna use the using helper column in another column. Okay. Instead of having it here, since this is where the column where you got the data, okay, you're gonna have it here in the next column where you're gonna have the formula. Okay, so that would be helper column. Then the next example that I'm gonna give you is, okay, separating the first name and the last name here in two columns. So I got helper column 1, helper column 2. So the formula for this would be okay. Remember the function left and right. So here in the first name, I'm going to use the left. Okay, in the left, I'm going to find out from, okay, I'm going to get the data from the first column, which is from A5. Then I'm going to use the find. For the space, I'm going to find the space. Okay, then I'm going to find the space. Okay, quotation mark, space, quotation mark. And then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna get from this again from this column or rather cell, that would be E5. Then I'm gonna close it. Then I'm gonna minus 1, then enter. Okay, something's wrong. Okay, left, A5, fine. Okay, then comma, A5. Nothing wrong here. All right, it's okay. Only the closing parenthesis. Okay, now I'm gonna copy it down. Then the next one that I'm gonna separate the last name from the full name is write function. Okay, so it's write function. Then I'm gonna get it from A5 again. Okay, the last name, then comma. Then I'm gonna use the len or the length. Okay, then enter. I'm gonna find the length or the length from A5 again. A5. I'm gonna close it, right? Then minus. Okay, I'm gonna minus fine. I'm gonna get. Okay, I'm gonna find the space, color, rather quotation mark space. So this is how you find the space from the cell A5. This one. Okay, then I'm gonna close it. Right, enter. Okay, so there you have it. In this case, or in this example, I was using two columns, one for the first name extraction from the full name, and the helper column number 2 is extraction of the last name. So there are now the next example I'm going to give you is I'm going to be using three helper columns. The first column is for the month. The second column is for the average, and the third helper column is for the either above or below average. Okay, so for the month, this is just simple. I'm just gonna use the text. Okay, then I'm gonna get the cell location. Then I'm gonna put comma and then quotation mark, then 4M and then quotation mark, then close it, then enter. Okay, so I got January. I got 2 February and March. Okay, and for the average, the simple one, the basic okay, formula is average. Average for these numbers. Okay, the amount, and then just gonna close it. So I get the average here. Now for the above, whether it is above or below average, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the if. Okay, if uh, amount is okay, if the amount is greater, okay, greater than this one, this D4. I'm gonna lock it. Okay, I'm gonna lock it because I'm gonna copy it down because it's coming from one location only, which is D4. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna value false is I'm gonna say above average. Okay. AVG is okay. Then string. All right. Then quotation mark again. Then I'm gonna say below average. Or then quotation mark. Then close. All right. Then enter. Okay. For this row, I got above average, and for the rest of the rows, I got below average. All right. So this is my third example of using three helper columns. So my last example is the helper column using again three for the example number 4, but different situation. So I got date, salesperson, product, sales amount. So for the sales, I'm gonna say this amount, okay, is greater than 1,000, as I've said above, right? 1,000. Okay. Greater than 1,000, then I'm gonna use high or low. So if it is true, then it would be high. If value is false, comma, it would be low, right? Then I'm gonna close it. Then I'm gonna enter. Oh, happen. E4. All right. Sorry, I forgot the F. Okay. Enter. Okay. So I got low. I got 2 highs and 3 lows. Okay. Now for the third helper column, I'm gonna find out whether orange is sold or not. I'm gonna use the yes or no string. So again, if statement, then the logical test would be this product, okay, is equal to a string orange, right? Then comma, then yes. Value false? No. Enter. Okay. So, all right. There you have it. I got 2 no's and 3 yeses. Okay. And for the third helper column, I'm gonna use the text again. Text. Sorry. I'm gonna find the source first, location, which is this one, the date, because looking for the month, right? And then sorry, text first, text, then E4, then comma, then string 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then quotation mark and close, then enter. Okay, you got January, and then you got February, March, and January again. All right. So this is how you know what this is the importance of having a helper column, so that you'll not be able to get confused with the formula, because you are separating different formula, separate columns. So you got if you're using one column, you got formula in that helper column. If you're using two helper columns, then you got separate formulas for the first column, the second column. And if you're using three helper columns, you're using different formulas for the three columns. Okay. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching.